Thanks for dropping by. This video is a continuation of the user control video, and it will be a really quick video because it's just the checkbox that we're up to down. Set up this little composition, which is a text 1 and then text 2, but they're going through a dissolve node, and a dissolve is a perfect switch. So if we put the media out into this viewer and then we go to the dissolve node, what we can do is just use the dissolve to dissolve between text 1 and text 2. So a dissolve is good. We can animate that dissolve. If we just want 0 and 1, so we want either what's in text 1 or what's in text 2, then we can just use a checkbox. And this is really useful if you build a composition and then you have something slightly different, so a version or a completely different composition. You could build the two compositions inside the node graph, connect them with the dissolve, and then send them to the media out. And that way, with the switch, you can have composition A or composition B. It doesn't have to be just text. It can be any composition. But this is a really powerful node, the dissolve node, as it makes a perfect switch. All I'm going to do then is come to the dissolve node, right click and select edit controls. I'm going to call it a switch. I'm going to put it in the controls page, which is this page here, so we can see it. Leave it animatable because you might want to switch between compositions at certain keyframes along the timeline. I'm going to have it as default, which is 0, which is off. So all we have with the switch is 0 and 1, which is off and on. And then we're going to have a checkbox. We can change the width of the control, and we could also make it a tri-state. And a tri-state would give an output of -1, 0, and 1. So you could have one switch that actually activated 3 different text nodes or 3 different compositions. Click OK. We've now got a switch here. It's not connected, so we're going to come over background, foreground, go to expression, and then just pick up the switch. And now this switch activates the dissolve, and it's literally from one to the other. So really quick, really easy. It's a really useful tool for making more compositions. At any junction in your composition, you can have a different option, and then you could put the switch on that option. And an example that I've got, let me just clear that off. If I bring in infinite possibilities, this is an example of using those switches. Each one of the switches is on one of these elements, so I can actually turn things on and off on the screen. Could have everything off if I wanted to, just have the text. And this gives it power because what I can do is I can straight away change what I've got on the screen. And if we jump into Fusion, what you'll actually see on here is I've got switches added, and these are just dissolve nodes. If we open the inspector, so there's the dissolve node and the switch. By adding several switches into composition, you can switch certain sections on and off. This composition is available on my Buy Me a Coffee page. Completely free, but also you can have a look at how it's built and do some reverse engineering. So that is the checkbox. Really simple, just to switch things on and off, or you can have a tri-state, -1, 0, and 1. So thank you very much for watching this video, and enjoy the rest of your day.